They're the rules that are applied to her core, alongside, and her memories are intertwined, which unfortunately leads to some complications. There is an operation about to be done tonight that is supposed to help her with that. And as well, should help as well in regards to making it to where both Alu and Abigail can switch seats, so to speak. Essentially, improve their quality of life. The problem... Alika's the one who's going to do it. And Red has put full faith into her. I had to learn a bit later in regards to the fact this operation was even taking place to begin with a bit later on. And it's something I discussed a bit with Alika. And something I especially discussed with them and Red earlier. And, well, I have now confirmation of something thanks to that. Red views me as a threat.
Yes.
And from the hero's own findings, he was apparently discussing with Stern killing me.
Of course.
I don't know how much of it is true, obviously, but I wouldn't think Mihiro would lie about such things. And even then, in regards to the actual conversation, Red is going to be the one who is going to find the location where the operation takes place. Furthermore, he's going to be the one who sets up the defenses. And
I honestly wouldn't trust this whole thing.
And it gets better. He's made it apparent that there's that he's worried that uncouth will make themselves apparent during this. I try to frame this under the statement of guising this as potential third parties, and he tried to bring up the example of what happened with Emily and Leslie and their kidnapper, Thomas, apparently. Trying to make it feel as though what he's about to do may be justified. And that's the problem. I know he was referring to me. He's not a very good liar. Especially in regards to hiding his feelings.
I would be careful if I were you around Alika.
Extremely so.
Doubly so if Red is there.
Alika, to some degree, seems to want to garner some level of trust with me still. For better or for worse, I have to keep that in mind. I do plan to put her in a somewhat similar position before the operation starts, however. One that you yourself experienced. Remember the temporary contract we had?
Yes.
I plan to put her in one before the operation begins.
I see.
I don't want Red or her to have full control in this situation. Especially in regards to my lover.
Who else is gonna be there?
As far as I'm aware, it should only be us three. Or rather 4, or 5 if you count the fact that it's literally 2 people who are being operated on.
You would be outnumbered then.
Worst off. I was requested by them to only bring the core. Essentially putting Alu and Abigail in an inoperable state.
I would recommend you bring Stern at the least. I'm not sure if she's completely trustworthy, but
Stern has actively threatened me if anything happens to Red again. I'm fully aware where she lies in this.
Oh.
Hello, Mihiro.
Hey, Mihiro.
Stern is dangerous. I don't like her. She's really mean. Did you draw that moat in the sand?
Ah, yes, I did.
I didn't realize what it was doing here, and then why? Nobody here knows about that.
Just for fun.
Oh, I don't understand anything that you do. Oh.
I take it this is someone who's familiar with whatever that is, then.
Yes, it seems so.
I don't have the fullest of context, but you always are one with mysteries yourself. I'll say that much. Though there is another particular reason I ask this of you, or at least want to make sure you're informed and the like. There's... It's not teleportation, but it's something Rift made me aware of a long time ago. In regards to advancing a spell Night Unknown's Shatter Perception, and its equivalent evolution that it can take. I've placed in the Glass City a simple spell circle. I want you to be nearby if it does go off.
I see.
Shadow reality. If something horrible goes awry, I plan to cast a spell. 2
Could
points.
you explain how it works?
It's something I haven't fully tested yet.
Mages tend to have very exaggerated names for their spells, so I wanted to be sure.
It's essentially trying to do with that what Rift does with his portals. Essentially connect 2 points, albeit in a more costly and extravagant manner. I am not of his affinities, I'm afraid, so attempting something like this in the form of teleportation, no less, is going to cost me majority, if not all of my mana, in order to achieve.
It's
Why
not
can't you just
necessary.
walk?
Because if something happens that makes it where it's dangerous for me to be near Elika and Red, I'm already trapped in the place where they have the advantage. And I'd already be having an inert version of my lover to worry about.
I don't think it's worth it. The world's much bigger than you are. Messing around with magic you don't understand and aren't confident in could be really catastrophic.
I've only been able to test it on lesser scales. That's already trained me significantly in certain aspects. But here's the thing. Despite its name, it's a temporary effect. You can't truly shatter reality with a spell like this. But it does cost the user quite a bit.
Okay. Just
At
be
most-
careful.
An exaggeration, Mihiro.
At most, it's my own attempt at making a portal. Something that should, at the very least, something intended to harm and act as a form of offensive spell, as a form of utility spell, to ensure myself and my lover can escape whatever is going to happen. I don't want... It's near the harbor. It's one of the more secluded areas. I placed it. I don't want prying eyes, and I especially don't want any of the guards, let alone Julian, to worry if I suddenly pop up in the middle of the Glass City holding my inert lover's core.
Is Alu in danger?
I don't know.
Do you have
I don't think
the
she is.
option of not going through with this?
Here's the thing. If I impose a devil's deal onto her, and she accepts, then I might be in a bit more favorable position, even if all goes wrong. But here's the thing. If she refuses and I attempt to walk away, I'm fairly certain Red would try to stop me.
Well, it is my humble recommendation that you find a different way to help Abigail and Alu. If you do attempt this escape, I will be there to assist you. But
I'll say this. As I mentioned initially, I didn't even know this operation was beginning up until more recent times. Red had never informed me or presented me with the information. It was Alu. And I heard it from Elika later as well.
there are many
They
talented
plan to do
mages
this behind my
here.
back. And I don't want to fight them.
Of course.
You can understand. If I can avoid a fight, the better. If I can't, I'll make an escape.
Did Tony just take off
If that
their...
They took off their helmet, I think.
Oh. Mihiro. I would like to revise something at the moment. It is becoming more apparent to me that Red is more of a risk than I estimated before. I would still recommend not taking hasty action, but we do need to be more careful.
In addition, as well, Mihiro, whenever you were doing nearby with him, he told me he could sense it. The overabundance of rot you were doing.
I tracked him. Before he left to go where he was, I went to where he was last sitting and I was looking for it. And he was trying to cover his tracks, but he messed up this time.
Do you happen to know where Red is at the moment?
Club is?
He was discussing things with Elika. Did you happen to see where he is? Red?
Oh, that's Tony.
No, yes, that's Tony.
Oh, hard to see at this distance.
You're fine. He's
Neither
probably
of you
deeper
have
in
heard
the
of
island.
Book Club, then.
Yes.
I've not heard
Speaking
about
of,
it.
that's... I'll tell you something of their most recent endeavor. Go ahead. You have information about it, I take it?
I do.
Let's hear it.
And do you know where they just went?
The Void. It wasn't their intended locale, but apparently they messed up. And they
Oh.
were stuck in the void momentarily.
What were they doing there? Oh, is that your student?
Yes, that's my student. But the void wasn't their intended location from what they claim. They had messed up the coordinates, and apparently they made use of the Nexus to get there, begin with.
They didn't use a fissure to get there, did they?
No clue.
Okay.
Hmm.
I saw
I know the
Terra
result.
open a fissure, and if he's already doing that, I don't know how much time we have left.
What did the
Every
fissure
time he
look
goes
like?
somewhere. Just like the one above Miraculo.
What? I can't imagine it's uses the same
Not as
way
big.
Yarvin.
That's also concerning.
Apologies.
And the place that they went, I don't know, they're calling it the Void, but when I traced them,
Hopefully this is not something you'll have to deal with. Knowing
that
you
place
were
had incredibly similar
going
characteristics
to
to the
your opponent
emptiness.
likely to be
I
much longer
maybe I was wrong in my
to study the
magic.
bonds.
Magic isn't reliable, but
I digress.
it's a bad sign.
Here. Julian did open
The emptiness isn't really
did open
a
the keystone to this
place.
location in particular to
It's more of a
control that.
gradient of the idea of a
I
place.
suggest you take the opportunity to.
And I think they might be... Never mind.
Hmm.
I'll go find her.
You can go ahead and elaborate.
It gives you times of introspection as well, if you need.
I mean, it goes without saying,
Hopefully not.
you believe me when I say it's not a place you want to go.
Yes.
Okay. That's most important. If you think of the Nexus as the magical idea of a place, right? That magical idea is sustained by the weave, right?
Yes.
But that idea of the place is just as intangible and impermanent as the weave is. It's just not going to make any sense to anybody. You just have to see it for yourself. Imagine if somebody tried to make the Nexus, but they messed it up. And they just abandoned it. Like
Is this what
failed
that fissure was?
experiment.
Like if
And-
someone tried to make a place but didn't have anywhere to put inside.
And the place they just were, it's like another failure.
I see. Ah, Red.
He's over there.
Give me a moment. I need to get back a piece of my property.
Understood.
Oh, I shouldn't be seen here.
I know, but this can be dealt with a couple words. I don't need to drag you into everything.
Hello.
Midori?
Do you have that mask?
Yes, I do. More importantly, where's my hero?
Hmm.
She was
She
right.
said she shouldn't.
The...
She said she shouldn't be here and proceed to escape. That's about it.
Oh.
I can relay any messages you have to Mihiro for you.
No, because the problem is that she's been casting spells on me, and I would rather like that to stop, so I'm going to go deal with that.
I mean, you cast spells on people, don't you?
Yes, normally with their consent. Or alternatively, it's a hostile action, in which case that's a whole other deal. I'd simply like to know why.
You'd like to unravel this idea,
What? Weird way of putting it, but where is she? Great,
If I
and
were
she's
to hazard a guess, she probably noticed that you were trailing behind her. Likely decide to take an alternative route potentially, but even then, that's up to her to figure out.
right.
The masquerade.
Right. Yes, I suppose that's what you care about.
Hmm?
Red's going to pull out Dr. Thomas's mask.
Hmm.
Here you go.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you.
it didn't quite go where I expected, so didn't get any useful information out of it.
Of course.
It's a shame. We're in the perfect spot to use that mask, but alas. How many
And
more
how
pass?
is the attempt to recreate the effects?
The effect.
Oh, you mean for my own devices?
Yes.
I'd say it's actually going alright. It's gotten some good ideas for my next thermometer, which I've been planning to remake for a while, ever since Leisurely took it to the bottom of the ocean, so...
Actually, you might find this interesting. Najee was attacked yesterday by Emily.
Attacked by Emily, you say?
Yes. Perhaps it is a bit roundabout, but it is a clear attempt to harm her. And, well, she did harm her.
Actually,
Emily... To explain, Emily came out to the Everwilds to confront Lazuli, along with some shadow that looked like her, and Vivian in tow, who is a Redwall guard. And then Emily proceeded to act like she didn't remember any certain confrontations she had with Lazuli, and kept going and going. And when Lazuli tried to leave, she'd put on Nefs's mask to rile her up. And as soon as Lazuli reached out to touch the mask, a demon was summoned.
Right. And?
I actually have a bit of information on that, but continue forward.
A demon named Veritax. I suppose.
Yes.
I see.
Veritas, not Vertax.
So you know
I
of
heard
this
tax
demon.
myself.
He introduced himself to me as Veritas, but maybe I misheard him.
In any case, I imagine they tried to go with Lazuli so that they would take some sort of action against Emily that gave the demon power to, or reason perhaps, to attack Lazuli and her friends.
And?
Lazuli got stabbed in each of her limbs and her tongue ripped out.
As I heard. From your dear demonic lawyer Vastiff.
Curiously, Lazuli's arm was injured that day, her only good arm.
Well, yes, if you'd showed up to the meeting that Emily had, you would know why. Because she attempted to set me on fire with, well, alchemist's fire. In fact, my cloak is still singed from it. In response, I tried to disarm her.
Is that so?
I see.
Earlier that day, Lazuli said that you attacked her first, while she was in a zone of truth.
This is Lazuli we're talking about. Zone of Truth is an unethical spell, and there's multiple ways of bypassing it.
So,
It was self-defense on my part. If I wanted to
Ultimately.
attack Lazuli, I would have either disintegrated her legs so she couldn't move, or disintegrated her throat, or the open cavity in her chest. The arm is simply a measure to stop her from bathing me with alchemist's fire, which, again, need I remind you, she did, and were it not for the fact that I have a dragon scale cloak, that could have been quite bad. I need Elijah Lee alive. I have been saying this from the beginning. Elijah Lee is a
Apparently
means to
not
an
as
end
Emily
to
should
find her.
agree. Since she was willing to sacrifice 74 years of her lifespan to deal with her.
What?
Supposedly.
Ugh,
I heard
I
about it
hate
more.
him
Apparently,
and contracts.
part of the exchange in regards to her servitude was that she also gave up 74 years of her lifespan, apparently. And in turn, she has also allowed whatever this Veritax or Veritas to have his way with it. And from my understanding, she took some level of glee. I don't know about that last part, but I have my own reason to suspect that was somewhat true. Lest it be forgotten.
To be fair, both sides enjoy aggressing the other. Lashley had a plan to hurt Emily. Emily has a plan to hurt Lashley. Back and forth these two children go, and Desmond is no closer to being found.
I did find it curious, though, that this happened right after Lashley got out of the interrogation. The Redwall guards seemed disappointed they weren't able to arrest Lashley.
Because Redwall Guard are incompetent. Big surprise there.
I mean, the order of events is what's curious.
You mean the fact that Lashley apparently failed to be arrested and then immediately after Emily got involved?
Yes.
Apparently
They are
Emily
actually
cried.
coincidental.
Apparently Emily cried a bit earlier today in regards to the corruption of the Vedwall Guard.
Well, she's currently imprisoned by them, so kind of natural. Someone like Lashley's
Something
not
happened
imprisoned.
before. Something that happened before, as I come to heard. Apparently Eugene was being arrested. Apparently Eugene was being arrested for shoving someone down into the Redwall swamps.
Like off of the
see.
wall,
That's all I hear.
or...
I assume off of the wall. That's as much detail as I got on it.
That seems like a pretty small-minded thing to do for Eugene.
I don't know the
Yes.
context, and quite frankly, I require more to understand what exactly happened. All I know is because of that situation, Emily tried to decry the Redwall Guard especially fervently. I don't know what led
And then they
exactly
go
after
lock
her
her up.
getting a...
They go and lock her up after she complains about them while Lashley walks free. That is... Yeah, they make themselves look dreadfully corrupt.
pot calling the kettle black situation in the end of the day, but I digress.
So what exactly are you intending to do about the Emily and Lashley situation, then? I mean, I assume you have a plan. You're not here to wax lyrical about it.
I do not have any
Anyway.
plans, Red.
Just enjoying the chaos, as always.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
I myself can't really think of a solution, at least not one that won't lead to some level of digress at the current moment. Hell, I know myself if I were to act forward, especially, that would be seen as taking sides, and frankly, I don't want to be on either side.
Neither side has a leg to stand on. They both enjoy aggressing and hurting the other. That much is
Precisely,
clear,
at
and
this
they're both
point.
going to continue doing this. The only reason we have to keep either of them alive is to find out where Desmond is.
What?
Hey.
Narcotics. Oh. Looks like someone finally
Here,
being
I'll trust you with
constituted.
this.
What is this?
There's a green crystal. Cool. I'm planning stuff. If I die, that'll dim, and you know shit's fucked up.
Wait. I remember this from last... Steph?
Good talk.
remember this
Ah.
when we went to rescue Nox from hell.
Oh. Edelin.
That explains
Okay.
it.
Yes. What do you mean, Adelinda?
He's coming this
Adelinda.
way, or is observing.
Am I blind? I see no such thing. You actually
Are you blind?
What?
Oh, there she. There
She
is.
is. You're
Huh?
the
No,
wrong
we
angle.
wanted you to come
See
over.
her from that angle.
Oh,
Hence why I say you were at the wrong angle.
What's up?
What was that?
nothing. I was just trying to see if you all were okay. That's all.
Yeah,
That's it.
everything's fine. Don't worry. Do you have any idea what Steph's doing?
What? What do you mean?
Steph just ran off and was like, "Oh, by the way, I might die. If that crystal dims, I'm dead. So keep an eye on that."
She didn't.
In
She's
danger.
like before. She didn't explicitly say that she might die. It's more she handed you the crystal and say, if that dims, then I'm probably dead. That's what she said.
Yes, I'm just saying, with context of how she's used it previously, she does this before she does something incredibly stupid normally.
Wouldn't be the first time
It's
people
just
do
his
this.
destiny, though.
You would know about those kinds of situations.
Indeed.
Well, yes, I've seen her do it before.
Words can be said. None of them appropriate right now.
I see.
Now then, why
still
don't
need
you
to
go?
find a hero.
Why don't you go look for me, hero?
Indeed.
Thank you for giving me permission to do what I was already in the middle of doing.
I don't think invisibility is the wisest choice, but so be it.
Hello, Adelinda.
Hi.
Were you able to contact Iris about the thing I mentioned?
The thing you mentioned.
Yes.
Remind me what that was again, specifically for no particular reason.
The bridge with the blizzard?
The bridge with the blizzard?
Oh,
Huh?
no, I haven't had the chance today. Sorry.
Of course.
I've been too busy recovering from earlier.
Well,
Paperwork.
I see.
I will check on you at a
A lot
later
of
date
paperwork.
then.
Oh.
I would trust
I
you
guess
to
I
tell me
should
if you were able to get information or if you did not wish to share it.
I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't gotten any information, so there's nothing to lie to you about.
Of course. Though, have you been apprised of the situation between Lajuli and Emily?
I know I've told you my very one-sided account in regards to that whole situation. Especially in regards to my feelings with Emily. So. Have you learned any more in regards to their whole ordeal as of late?
Sort of. I've kind of had my own way of getting information, so slowly forming my own opinion.
Did you hear about the demon
Not really.
then?
The what?
The demon? This just happened this morning, so...
From what I heard, it actually happened closer. Well, actually, yes. A bit later, I believe, in the Everwilds. Emily sold 74 years of her life to a demon of pride.
In
What?
order to get back at Lazuli, I guess.
In fact,
It's the first time hearing of it.
I believe you yourself mentioned it. She had apparently a shadow copy of herself and Vivian present in regards to,
Yes.
I guess, goading her. Indeed.
I'm pretty certain that the shadow was Veritax as well.
Indeed. But, yes, most of what I've heard has been second account, and, well, in regards to parent bystanders and people who were present in regards of visibility, essentially put, Emily has only become some sort of subject to this Veritax, a demon of pride. And this Veritax himself has apparently, well, done quite a number of things to both Lee and Lazuli, though more predominantly, he's definitely made a mess of Lazuli to a degree. Took her tongue as well. I believe that's what you said, correct?
Yes.
Indeed. She can't speak. And alone, she's lost both of her arms now as well. It's ironic.
Additionally,
Emily's choosing to make an example out of her.
Additionally, it seems that some sort of altercation happened between Lazuli and Red. They are both saying opposite things, but Red attacked her and unraveled her good arm. And she threw alchemist fire at Red. The order of events is what is up for debate, I suppose.
At current, all that myself know, really, is that Emily wasn't very too happy in regards to the recent situation, and now Lazuli, as a result, due to the events that followed, has essentially become disabled, and now, I think, arguably 3 to 4 different ways now.
Yes.
And Emily is, apparently, as I've been informed, currently in the Red Wall holding cell due to a recent
I was informed
event.
they were arrested. They
Yes.
they messaged me personally before all that went down, I guess.
Yes.
I also heard Eugene got arrested. Apparently a lot happens the second I decide to hole myself up and actually do some work around the winery.
I heard there was an attempt at his arrest. If he was arrested, then,
So much is happening,
I
huh?
guess. It's been a hard all day, I'm afraid.
Wish it was. Really did.
Well, how are things going on your end, Adelinda?
I mean, aside from writing up reports and ledgers for the winery, as well as apparently looking into what happened when I wasn't around. From what I was informed, apparently one of the Red Wall Guard was harassing Eugene up on top of one of the towers and trying to push him off. And in retaliation, Eugene then defended himself and pushed him off instead, rather than getting pushed off himself. And apparently, the Red Wall Guard retaliated and arrested him for it.
Do you know which guard?
I don't know. I was never given a name.
I see.
Again, this is all the information that Emily was telling me about, so you tell her when it comes to details.
Very biased, and not the most reliable of narrators, I'm afraid.
I've only gotten the basics.
Sorry to be the bearers of bad news in regards to your newfound damage control. I'll say myself at least.
Yeah.
I should apprise you of some more of the details of what happened between Lajley and Emily. Earlier that day, Lajley was at the Redwall Guard being interrogated. A circle of truth was used, and through that they were unable to get Lajley for whatever crimes they were trying to arrest her for. She comes back to the Everwilds, and Emily, the demon disguised as her shadow, and Vivian came to talk to Lajley. Emily pretended not to know various things that happened, like threatening to kill Lajley and attacking Vastiff in the streets. I guess in order to try to rile them up. When Lajley started to try to leave, Emily put on Nephthys's mask, which you know is a big contentious item between the two of them, as it is something off of their old friend.
There's one thing I am somewhat curious on. I had heard from Nines that apparently at one point they had actually recovered the mask. But where she drew the mask from, I have no clue. Or if she got it from them in some way, I have no clue, but I digress. Continue.
Yes, uncertain how that happened. So yes, when she put on the mask, Lajley got incensed and tried to lunge and grab at the mask. I, of course, do not condone these actions, but it is what happened. And because she reached out at Emily, this demon had reason to attack Lajley and her friends. And so they did, stabbing each of her limbs and pulling out her tongue, while also harming many of the people around.
If one could hazard a guess, it's like... Go ahead, apologies.
And as well as whisking Emily and Vivian off to some safe place, I presume.
If one could hazard a guess, it's likely possible she enacted this deal with this demon of pride during or a bit prior to the interrogation that Lajley had experienced. How long she herself was planning it, I have no clue.
And this happened in the Everwilds.
This is definitely news to me.
It's a lot, for sure.
Doesn't sound like the Emily I know at all.
Unfortunately, this is news that I have verified myself. I know these are things that happened.
As I more impassionately told you on the plateau in Redwall that one day, well, I guess a couple of days earlier now. It's because of Emily I was beaten and made an example of, and given the ultimate choice of either I become a slave to her for the rest of my existence, or I die. As much as I hate to tell you this has been a side to her that has existed far longer than I think many of us ever realized.
And from what I've gathered, prior to now, the way that she operated was to align people to her side and quietly imply certain things instead of getting people to do things outright. I imagine that when Lazuli, it wasn't even Lazuli that hit her, but when she was injured by, I believe, Satch, when she stole the mask and head of Nephthys on the day he died.
No. I was present for that affair. People detained her. No one directly injured her.
Did Satch not punch her?
The only thing close. As far as I'm aware, Satch was the closest to actually harming her, but last I checked, he didn't even touch her.
That is what I thought as well. Either way,
You could
Emily
be
went to
misremembering that part, but
Emily went to
it's the
her
only
pirate
potential
gang
victory.
and complained about getting attacked. She didn't tell them to attack Lazuli and Remy and Satch, but she knew what kind of people they were. People who did retribution, blood for blood, as the pirate gang said. It doesn't matter
From
if
what they implied, from what the pirates implied, we weren't the only targets. A few others who were present for her detaining were also targeted.
Well, sadly, there's not really much I can do about it personally when it comes to Emily, just because, believe it or not, he is a member of the Rouge and Rogue. I can't do anything about it. Quite literally.
From my understanding, at one point she was apparently a member of the Minion. Can you confirm this or
Was
not?
she?
She's
That's
apparently
news
been-
to me.
As far as I'm aware, from what little I can ascertain, she's apparently been with the Minion, then the Pirates, and I don't know if she was anywhere else in between, but she's now with the Rouge and Rouge.
I can clear up that bit. That was during the initial incident where everyone seemed to be very, very convinced that the Pirates and the Dominion were the same group. They're not. The Pirates are ex-Dominion. That is where that thread begins and ends.
Unfortunately,
Just
it's
thought I'd
not where
clarify
it ends,
information.
though. I confirmed with Nox that Nox has uses, and other people in the Dominion have uses for the pirates.
Yes, they're still ex-Dominion. They're effectively mercenaries for hire. No different to your Remix.
But that doesn't mean they're
Mercenaries who had prior allegiance.
unconnected.
That
The
doesn't
same
change the
way
fact
that
that
you and Remix
mercenaries
are
can
no longer
identify-
connected with the Glass City. Or are your actions to be taken as endorsed by the Glass City? No, because you're mercenaries who are now separate from it.
Yes.
They're no longer
Precisely.
part of the Dominion. That's what I'm saying. You are still useful to the Glass City, as an example, but your actions do not reflect that of the Glass City because you are an ex-Glass City mercenary, in the same way that the pirate crew are ex-Dominion. They're ex-Dominion mercenaries.
This isn't about responsibility,
Regardless-
Red.
This isn't in regards to if the reflections of the pirates' actions reflected the Minion or not.
Hello.
But I will state this, at the end of the day, one thing cannot be understood more than anything. Regardless of where it began and or where it currently lies, the point is this. For better or for worse, Emily has been making pawns out of people. and whatever sick and twisted game she plans to play. And apparently for the eventual reunion with her brother. If those two goals if these actions are at all aligned with that goal in any way, I shudder to think what sort of devious thoughts are behind it to achieve it.
Are we talking about the
Okay.
same Emily that likes to fall off the roof and get herself hurt all the time?
Yes.
The same
You
Emily
seem
that
to
that
have
put me in a
very
situation.
interesting view of her, Shota.
Interesting view of her. She is literally the reason why I was almost enslaved, Red. To her,
And just saying,
might I
I
add.
very.
Likes to
I'm not defending her. Never mind, I forgot civilized discussions won't try the possible around here. Have fun, you two.
Very well, Inquisitor.
Hi.
It's not
He is very
reasonable
good
this
at making
point.
themselves look reasonable.
Very.
I have no comments to say, other than I will now be taking my leave. I'll be heading to the Glass City and resupplying.
Have a good day.
Well,
It's good
thanks
to
seeing
see
you as always, Tony.
Hi.
It's good to see you again,
Hopefully
Tony.
sometime soon. Again.
Hopefully, if the time...
Yours
For
is
me a few days, for you a few years.
Who knows?
yours is a sight certainly for sore eyes, especially given recent times.
It is the Feywilds.
Oh, there you are, my hero, finally.
Do take care.
Hey, Professor Dotero.
My name's
I've
Brad.
been out
Could we talk for a moment, please?
Yeah,
Would you like me to come with you, Mihiro?
I don't think you need to get involved, Kiki, but that's up to her to decide.
she's my friend. She can come.
Alright.
Would you like me not to come, Red?
Well, I don't really see why you feel the need to butt in all the time.
Mihiro's my friend.
So, what exactly have you been casting on me for the past who knows how long that I have to keep on cleaning?
No. Would you like some favor tokens? I got them. I was working today very hard for you. Here,
Mira,
got-
I ask you a question.
Going well, ultimately.
Why you've been
248 gold
casting on
favor
me?
tokens.
For doing what?
Developing bioweapons
Best of luck, Tony.
or something. I don't know. Ask Gregor. Yeah,
It's
I've
not
been
a-
working on developing advanced magical systems.
I'm pretty sure they're not
I don't
bioweapons.
Oh, right. They're
As-
I
technically
don't
farming
want your money,
instruments.
Mihiro.
No, please.
Technically. Mihiro, you need that gold
No, I
a lot
don't.
more than I do. No,
I want you to
Mihiro,
have it.
you need that gold a lot more than I do. I don't want it.
Mm,
Please. I just want to know, why are you casting spells on me remotely?
because
That's all I want to know.
Sorry.
ever since you started cleaning up your tracks, it's been really hard to find you. So I've had to work harder, and I started using my magic
No.
to unclean them. It's because I wanted to find you.
May I say something that...
You do realize if you want to find and talk to me, you can just contact me via Sending Stone.
taken in the wrong way.
You don't
Not
have
where
to
you
actively
went.
track me.
Here,
You trust me?
248 coins.
I'm not taking your money, Mihiro. You can actually use that to clean your clothes up and repair them, maybe.
You need it more than I do.
No, you really need it more than I do. And that is completely separate to the fact that you are... Just please do not go tracing and tracking me. I am more than happy to talk to you, but my business is my own.
Well, I want to help.
that if you want to help, you can talk to me and ask.
Okay, how do I help?
You do realize...
I allowed myself in here then.
Stern decided to pull the same stunt as you
I hope you never lose
in a
that.
different method. And got involved in something she shouldn't have. Something incredibly dangerous. If you want to help, I will find ways for you to help. But please, for your own safety, do not go randomly tracing me, especially right now, because I don't know where you could end up. And it could be incredibly dangerous, and I do not want to see you hurt.
It's okay. Here. If you don't know how to help, then you have to take these, because they're favor tokens. They can be exchanged when you decide.
How about you take these and get yourself a new coat? Maybe get yourself a casting catalyst. I mean, the one you're in looks damaged. That looks unpleasant. Right?
Actually,
I mean, it's just so
Mihiro,
torn.
we should probably get you something that you would prefer to wear as well.
Oh.
You probably...
How
I
many
don't
favor
imagine...
tokens does that take?
I'm not sure. Perhaps we'll chat with Julian to see if he knows any merchants.
Hats.
Why are you... Mira, you do realize that with that money you could get yourself a nice home? Rather than living in my rundown place? My old place?
That's okay.
I would much rather...
I'm gonna follow you. I don't need to get another home.
No, because my home is my home, and... Okay, Mira, before anything else, if you walked into my home, you would probably damage a lot of my notes because of all the rot you have going on, okay?
But you're such an accomplished mage, Red. Surely you have protections against such things.
You
I'm a
used
magical
to?
researcher, and that's not me, Mihiro. And until you see that I am not... No. Until you see that I am not who you think I am, this is going to be a problem, okay? I am not the Professor Dotero you knew. I'm just Red.
Okay.
That's all I am.
Red, will you take these?
What for? It's not.
I want to help.
What do you... I don't need money.
Mihiro, it seems that Red is exorbitantly rich, so I don't think your gold coins would do that much for them.
But I worked really hard for these.
Well, you worked really hard for them, so Mihiro, what do you want?
I want to help you. I want to understand you.
There's a difference. You want to understand me. Now, why is that? Please, work with me here. You want to understand me. Why?
Because I don't get it, and I shouldn't mess with things that I don't understand.
Didn't you say that's part of the problem with me, is that I keep on messing with things I don't understand because I want to learn and I want to discover them?
I want to learn too, so let me.
Shouldn't you reward such curiosity?
You're
I
not
know a
involved,
lot
Kiki.
about interplanar travel. I can help.
Then how about you keep that gold, and if you're really insistent on helping, then we can put that money toward actually finding a good location for studying. That's what I've currently been spending a lot of my time doing, trying to find a nice place to set up a lab. Somewhere, ideally, with a swamp close by. For good access to decay crystals, and I think that might actually be something you would enjoy. So, if you can keep that money and instead put that money towards trying to find someone who can get us a good location next to a mountain and a swamp, then that's how you can help me.
Okay. I can do that.
And I'm curious as to what you know about interplanar travel, because that's something I'm not really very familiar with. So we should catch up on that sometime.
Yeah. Thank you.
Harrow, you don't need to be so... you know...
Right, I'm sorry. I'm
Nothing special.
excited. Okay, oh,
You're clearly a little overwhelmed, so I will leave you be. You okay? Alright. But, yeah, that's...
I'm going with you.
Well...
Have fun.
I wasn't going anywhere right now.
Oh, hi.
Nee. There they go. I'm curious, what's your beat on Red at the moment?
My what?
What are your thoughts on Red?
I mean, I see him as a very good friend. Smart, he knows what he's doing. Knows what he wants.
I see.
And I can respect it.
I feel like I should apprise you of some details about Red.
What?
Mind, these are not of current Red. Have you heard of a Professor Dayh?
I'm aware of that ordeal to a certain extent.
Oh? Who told you about this?
I thought that was obvious.
Elika?
Well, Elika and Red, I guess.
Red knew something about this?
I didn't know something about it. I was more so there when it was explained to him. So, I mean, I'm not in the dark about everything. I do know some things about him. Most people. I'm assuming you already know a lot more than I do, so...
Well, that's good. Could you perhaps summarize some of the things you know?
I'm a professor at some academy, I guess. Not really too much. Or stuff that I probably wouldn't want talking about. I don't want to get details wrong.
Of course.
The last thing I want to do is spread misinformation.
That is very prudent of you. I just was curious, so I didn't have to re-explain things to you.
I mean, would explaining those things change my opinion on them?
Oh, to save time.
Time on what? Exactly.
Explaining what happened?
Mean by that?
Well. A while back, I had run across the self-same academy that Professor Dayh was the head of.
Oh. Oh. Huh. Okay.
It was quite a bit back, and when I came across this place, I didn't come across the academy first. I came across a world littered with rifts, portals to different dimensions and places. And I felt that there was something terribly wrong there. Magic was tainted somehow. I traveled the land and came across a field of, they called it taint. The lingering of these portals seemed to disrupt the magic in a certain way, to create massive fields of purple goop and corrupted magic. I had later learned that Dayh was using these fields to gather energy, these rifts to study.
Sounds like something to do.
Additionally, Dayh came across some sort of ruins that were eldritch in nature. I had taken a look at them for a bit and could tell that, I was told that these ruins, their writings, had a mind-altering effect, which I strongly suspected that Dayh was under the influence under, because going through his notes, he got more mad and raving and desperate and arrogant. In the end, Dayh had managed to get an object of great power, a primordial pearl they called it. It had somehow every type of magic in its little piece. Incredibly powerful, as you might assume. I read in Dotero's notes that they surmise that launching this pearl into a greater rift would be able to fix magic. Who knows if that was the case? I was there when Dotero activated this device. I could feel magic being destroyed. It was desperate. It was chaotic. I don't think that many people survived that place. Through the help of some people, I think some people were able to escape, but very few. It's quite possible that Dotero was able to fix magic in that land, but rearranging the weave in that way is not hospitable for living things.
Hello, Ada. Hello.
Hello.
Right. Hello. Nox. Out of armor. Greetings.
Wow.
Huh? You can take that stuff off?
As of recently, yes. Yes, I can. Thank you for asking the obvious question.
Was it glued to you before?
No, I've just never seen it without it. That's...
I had my reasons. Now those reasons are no longer necessary.
Huh.
Think it's going well over here now?
We're just chatting.
Or... Okay. I'm just passing.
And I
through.
think Hero is following Red, I
Just being out
guess.
of armor, you're staring.
Sorry.
Not surprised.
Just...
It's a genuine
Just
observation.
going to take a bit of a
nothing wrong with
walk,
staring.
ultimately. Let myself process things, ultimately.
Just noticed the...
The eye.
yeah.
Oh, I suppose, I suppose many people would consider you traditionally attractive.
There it is, okay.
Is that what
That's
you
your
noticed?
usual response.
What? No. I genuinely just noticed that one of his eyes was a different color. What are you getting at?
It's kind of... Well, technically this is somewhat what it looks like, but somewhat not. My body's not right at the moment for whatever reason.
Oh.
I don't have my horns. I don't have my ears. One of my eyes is, in fact,
Your
the
ears are
wrong
right
color.
there.
They were more pointed.
You could just like...
That sounds painful.
Hurt.
Oh.
Cat ears have a lot less cartilage than humanoid ears. They're more flexible. I'm gonna scoot closer.
Perhaps you can get a bit of clay and...
Scoot. Yeah, my current hypothesis is just with the Hero's Feast finishing up. My body's starting to slowly correct itself with, what if I didn't have what I had that was keeping me in my armor? I probably am just catching up. At least I can finally grow muscle mass again, so that's nice.
Sorry, it's
I
just
wasn't interrupting anything.
No,
No.
nothing at all.
I had mostly finished my story.
Hmm. I'd hope you might be feeling better. Took me a bit to calm down.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I couldn't stand up for a while. I'll be honest, I was kind of stuck over there on the shoreline. For
Likewise.
a bit.
Very much likewise. I was given some tea. He's nice.
Tea is yummy.
Has Red ever seen you like this?
Yeah. Yesterday. I was wandering the Glass City a bit.
I assumed he was pretty alarmed.
Not really.
Really? Just me then?
Well, you're not the first. There was Ava.
People do look different out of their armor.
Well, Red's seen me out of armor before. I can't take it off fully. So either just take off my mask or undo some of the buckles so I can breathe easier on the chest piece. Couldn't really take it off. I spent a lot of time with the Red and the far away place, so they're more used to it. I also can only take off the armor for now in only Glass City places for obvious reasons. Looks at model count. But I can breathe finally smoothly, so that's nice.
That's good.
I can also put my mind to practicing better magics and funnier magical ideas. I've made 2 new spells.
Oh?
Yes. One that can use decay magic, and one that can use both holy and chaotic magics. Not at the same time, however.
I mean, I would assume same time.
Same time would cause an explosion. Yes, there is Decay Center of Mass and Buffer.
Buffer?
Buffer. The spell made for constructs. However, it also works on normal people. Just a bit differently.
Buffer? Is that why you look the way you do?
Aha. Let me get a standing ovation for you, Kiki. Let me just get the whole crowd wanting to cheer for you. Just hang on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good one, Kiki. Yes, we have that in Buffer. I'd be willing to show either of you. I don't know if Buffer would work on Kiki, though. But that's just me assuming.
Yeah.
So what would you like to try, Adelinda?
Like where?
Yeah, they're small spells. They don't do much besides just little effects.
What were they again?
Decay Center of Mass and Buffer.
does decay center of mass do? Exactly.
So you see, I decay the concept that is your center of balance. Meaning, I can alter your gravity without altering gravity. By altering your concept of your center of mass. So I can make you start leaning to a side because your center of mass is being shifted. And that you can easily fight back against it. I'm not pushing you, it's just vertigo inducing more than anything else.
I could do that pretty much well.
However,
Should've seen me
it's
earlier.
interesting when I set your center of mass to a negative variable. Because then that means you're not being weighed down anymore.
Please don't.
And the spell.
If you decayed someone's inner ear, they would lose their sense of balance.
Well, that's what's called breaking the equilibrium. That's painful. This is funny. Ta-da. And thus was left the buffer spell. Would you like to be the volunteer?
Be sure to flex.
Now, because you have the Chaos Affinity, I can only use the Chaos Affinity to cast it. Otherwise, you would detonate. So, crack my neck. Okay. Still been focusing here. Lucky for you, so that it's chaos, you get to keep your privacy. So, what this spell does, Whiffle, it's going to bring up the most jarring memory, whether saucy, fluster-inducing, embarrassing, or otherwise, that would cause Adelinda to buffer. Like an anime ... moment. Because it's chaos and not mind, Nox will not see what this memory is. You may act accordingly. See, it works flawlessly.
Oh.
That's not.
I've been playing with fire recently because, recently just wasn't sunshines and rainbows a few moments ago.
I heard there was a lot happening earlier today.
Just a little bit.
Something about dragons?
Some vault of average dragons flew over Aether.
You okay there? They're still buffering.
It's usually just a one and done. They must have a high amount of emotion in that one. Do you need a downer?
Perhaps they're thinking about... Perhaps they're thinking about, the latest of the romance section in the Glass City.
I don't touch that section for a reason.
Oh.
Well, I will do the precautionary, I am sorry if I brought up a bad memory. That is something I can't control.
No, it's fine.
I probably shouldn't show you any of my books then.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Good?
Very effective.
Very effective. I like making new spells. Just gotta learn that they sometimes backfire if you're doing it for fun. If people don't like reliving the jarring memory.
It's not that bad. Memory
I will not pry unless you say it yourself.
Please don't.
Yeah, I won't. But now that spell usually just made to, well, cause constructs just stutter for a moment, essentially halting brain processing. And it has that effect on non-constructs.
I wonder what would happen if you use it on Red.
Who says I haven't?
Well, I don't know.
Unfortunately, red's the holy affinity, so I had to use mind.
Uh-huh.
I'm not seeing that anytime soon. But I don't
Wait,
tell
you-
either.
Was it a cat?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah? Something
I
funny?
don't think I want to know.
Hmm.
As someone who's been spending an ample amount of time around Red, I don't think that those are things I want to know about. I'll never be able to look at them the same way again. I already can.
Unfortunate, but fair. Is there any other magical ideas I can think up of? Do you know Destadigitation?
Destadigitation?
Yes.
Digit. What?
Does it make things more dirty?
Yes! It's the opposite of Prestidigitation.
I didn't know there was an opposite.
Now you do.
It probably doesn't have any effect on Red.
Probably not. I mean, I'm the one who talked him into washing his clothes with mana, so it's kind of can't really get dirty.
Prestidigitation on a beach is the worst, however. Sand, it'll get everywhere.
Oh no. No, oh, I don't even want to think about that. I really don't even want. No. That sounds sad. That's horrible. I will counterspell that. Don't test me.
Manual counterspell.
What?
Manual.
I know you need somatic components to cast counterspell.
Did you use buffer on them again?
No.
Manual counterspell?
Yeah. What's wrong with manual counterspell?
Never heard of that before. How do you manually...
Well, you see, for counterspell, you need both the verbal and somatic components to cast counterspell. So all I need to just do is just, grab your hand so you can't use the somatic component. Therefore, I've manually countered your counterspell.
Countermeasure. I have another hand.
Will you hold this egg in these trying times?
Why do you just have an egg?
I went into my pantry.
You what?
He opens up a small rift and you see a small pantry.
You could just do that?
It's part of my office. Of course I can.
Mages, am I right?
Yeah.
People tend to forget I'm a graduate from the college. One of two. The other being Rift. Like,
Really? Actually,
I'm
no, I'm
gonna
not
wander
surprised.
around.
Okay.
but yes, really. One of the two graduates that are actually from the College Magi that I know of that are with an Aether. I know there are other students from the college that are around, like Kelly Tails Turner. Well, that's the only one I do know, but they haven't been around in a while.
Ah,
I used to read
Adelinda.
theses a lot.
If you have any information regarding what we were discussing, it would be appreciated if you let me know.
Okay.
Have a good day, you two.
You as well, KK. But yes, I can do quite a lot. Not as much as I could used to, but I'm getting.
Did you fall asleep?
For example, I have a dummy point in my hand. Before I took a
I think Ripley just fell asleep
debilitating
down there.
wound. Can't get anything like that back again, but I still have it. Called a relic.
Hello, Mihiro.
Hey, Midori.
What's wrong?
Am I happy?
I don't know if that's something I can answer for you.
Red said I'm not.
Well, you know you can't trust Red on everything.
Maybe. Why would he lie to me about that, though?
I'm not sure. And it is not necessarily lying, but I don't believe they're the most observant person. What matters, though, is how you're feeling, not what someone else tells you. Is this something you would like to discuss?
He asked me when the last time was that I did something for myself, and I don't. I mean, there's gotta be something, right?
It is part of why I would have preferred to get you off of the coin.
Why?
Because this place is mired in drama and conflict.
So isn't this where I'm supposed to be?
Mihiro, the places, even within the Astral Sea, are nigh endless. You cannot do everything.
I can't, but... I just don't get it. There's so much to do here. It should be making me feel fulfilled, so why isn't it?
I'm afraid that is not something I can answer. Mihiro. What did you do before going to the academy?
I was still a druid, but... I would take care to find detritus, find ecological disasters, and I fix things. And that's why I went to the academy in the first place. Because they were about to make another mess, and I wanted to fix it. I just didn't.
I see.
And now I'm here to try again.
Mihiro. Did you have a time before being a druid or any kind of free time for yourself?
I don't remember. I was 3 years old when I was to become a druid.
Surely your parents had tales of things you did? I see.
Why would they need that?
This is why...
My parents are also very busy.
This is why certain people get upset when you mention your past.
I don't see what the problem is. I'm supposed to be happy. Everything's right for me to be happy. I just don't know why it isn't working. Or maybe it is, and I'm just letting Red lie to me. Maybe it is. I'm just letting him lie to me. Maybe I'm happy. I must be happy. I must be happy.
Mihiro. This is not something you can allow someone to decide. This is something you have to consider for yourself.
Well, I've always been happy, so I'll just keep being happy.
Mihiro, can you look at me? Mihiro, my friend, are you happy? Sometime I will take you out of the island, even the glass city. This is you cannot argue with. I will take you out. And we will relax for a little bit. Just an hour. I need to find you some clothes after all.
We'll keep saying that.
Well, I didn't think you felt very happy in those clothes in the first place.
Everybody insists that I have to wear clothes around here.
Yes, unfortunately. That is one thing that is not negotiable.
I guess I need it then. I don't know how much longer these are gonna last. I keep trying to stick it back together with resin, but every time people push me into the water, it gets worse.
Have you been pushed into the water again?
Just the twice now.
I saw the once by girl. Who did the other one?
That was the second time. I don't remember. I don't think I saw their face.
I see.
I just woke up and I was... Ugh. I felt horrible. It was early on. I thought you were there. No, I must be getting confused. It's not important. You get something. I also have 248 favor tokens that I don't know what to do with. I can't imagine. Finding a spot must be a small favor, right?
I'm unsure how much it would cost.
How does somebody even use 248 favors? That's a lot. A whole lot.
People are want for many things, so they spend a lot. That is how Minutia are.
People do have a lot of strange things around here. Riker tried a lot to explain it to me, and it's been hard to digest. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this private property thing. And, like, I can see why it's natural to do it, right? Like, they gave me, like, a logic problem. But it's even though it's natural, it's so dangerous because the logical end result is just annihilation. And how can something that's so natural and that just makes sense to do lead to that? It's
confused
hard.
What you're saying.
Stuff like the accumulation of wealth and thievery and oppression and all that stuff. It's a lot. Mr. K.A. explained to me that it was all a bunch of hocus pocus and that it was just making everybody's life worse, and I don't know. Mr. K.A. sounded like they kind of knew what was going on, but Riker had some good points too.
Let me put it like this, Mihiro. There are things that people enjoy, like a sentimental teddy bear, yes? Have you known people like this?
I think Elika.
Or perhaps... how about this? It is not a perfect analogy, but your children, the bugs that you have inside you, yes?
Mm-hmm.
They are precious to you, right? You treasure them.
Of course.
Sometimes people have similar but perhaps lesser attachments to physical objects. And when you have that kind of attachment, that person typically does not want to part with it.
On that scale, though? I don't know. I don't know why Riker tried so hard to explain it to me.
I think it is a simple thing. There are things that people want, and they would like to keep them. And people are different. All people are different, right? So it is natural some people would want more things than others.
It all seems natural. There's that word again. Everybody's obsessed with it. I don't even know what's natural anymore. Riker said that cities are natural. But they're inevitable. But it's just so hard for me to wrap my head around because of how long there haven't been cities, you know? And just these, like, attachments to, like, things. I don't know how it plays in. I don't know why everybody keeps telling me these stuff. I don't know why Reg keeps telling me that I'm not happy and what that has to do with anything that's going on.
Because people deserve to be happy, Mihiro.
Nobody deserves anything.
Well, I think you deserve to be happy, Mihiro.
Do you think Kay's happy?
No.
Why not?
They are someone who chases. And people who chase typically do not have the time to consider their happiness. It is self-inflicted most of the time.
But he still stopped to consider mine.
Believe it or not, they are ostensibly someone who seeks the happiness of others.
Shouldn't he pursue his own self-interest?
Oftentimes, Mihiro, people like Red. They seek other people's happiness in a selfish way. They think that they know what people want. They think they know what is good for them. So even though that's what they seek, it is the next step to actually consider what would make people happy. That's why I was hesitant earlier. I want to take you out to do something you enjoy, but I realized I don't quite know what that would be, so I hope to help you discover it.
He seems to already know. But if he's right,
Even if he is right, it is still something that you have to find.
he's not natural. You shouldn't even be thinking about it. And nothing he is natural. Everything he is defiant of nature, but aren't you doing that too? Why are you said it yourself? You're trying to figure out what makes me happy. Why? What gives you that purpose? That's not yours.
I simply would like to help.
But why? That doesn't make sense. Don't you have your own self-interest to worry about? Why don't either of you care?
Mihiro, how would you feel if you saw me crying?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I guess, but you're my friend, and But why? Why do I care? I don't know why I care. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. None of you make sense. Nobody here makes sense. I need to stop listening to people.
Would you like me to leave you alone, Mihiro?
No, but I don't know why. I'm spending too much time around educated people.
Oh,
Bum-bum.
Hi, how are you?
There's the Nexus portal.
Welcome to the Ghost Zone.
Hello,
Ghost Zone.
Hello,
Welcome
that'll
to the
be a
Ghost
killer
Zone.
for the
Welcome
evening.
to the Ghost Zone. Oh god.
Has-
I'm gonna be real with you.
Has
Cassidy.
Dino been there the whole time?
He's been there for a
The
while,
The
yeah.
fact I don't. So
Not the whole time though, but
the
at least
fact
like half an
that
hour, I
my
want to
hero
say.
brought up to
Oh.
Rem as a fact that hey, he might be planning to kill you. Rem wish she was more surprised when she heard that.
Man, I was just eavesdropping as me hero, and they're like, man, fuck Rem. Yeah, fuck Rem. It's almost about time somebody did something about that, and I'm like, holy
Was that
Mhm.
was that
shit.
Stern or Red that said that?
So I don't remember, because they were both
Mhm.
saying some wild things, so I will instead hit you with the
Damn.
emoji that is...
Find out in
this
character.
Find out in
one.
character.
Yeah.
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 Mihiro would probably say both because she's too panicked to think about the specifics.
Yeah.
I was very
That's
stressed.
fair.
Dude, spying
I-
on Dotero was so stressful for her.
I just know for a fact that's literally along the lines of it's escalated to the point for Rem to just like, well, they're already starting to kill. They're already starting to try and plan to my death. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm starting to plan theirs now.
And then Meridian just, like,
Cycle
got
of
him.
Violence.
And Meridian's just
Dab.
like, God, I'm already caught in one Cold War. I don't need another.
Dab
By
in
the
the
way, did-
cycle of violence.
By the way, did Mihiro reveal she got a sample of Meridian 2 Red or no?
She almost revealed it to Kiki.
Or...
But when Red showed up, I tried to make the squelching noise of her shoving it in her mouth, and they did not question it.
Gotcha. I don't know
yeah,
if Kiki
as
would
soon
know.
as-
That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh damn.
As soon as Dotero started
I go in the water
questioning Mihiro,
Huh? What?
like the fucking tone fucking shifted.
No, just
Oh,
Like a completely separate. Red knows exactly how to get under Mihiro's skin and break her down
I'm in
to
pain.
smithereens. It's fucking beautiful.
Aww.
Yeah. And then Kiki has to come by and pick up the fucking pieces.
God. Poor Kiki.
Yeah.
well,
What's that, Core?
Cries.
I think that Gron says it all. Yeah, cries.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very, very fun. I got to see a lot
I-
of people at roleplay.
Yeah.
I wanted Rem to be the good guy in the end. The quote be one of the fucking good guys finally with a character. Nope.
Call me biased, but I think she is the good guy, or at least the goodest guy in this particular clusterfuck of a situation.
What do you mean Kiki is
Tell
the
that-
good guy?
Tell that
Kiki
to
is Kiki.
Rem.
I honestly don't know how to rank her.
He's
Tell that to
fucking
Rem because
Kiki.
Rem genuinely believes I am a much worse person when I came here. Like,
Hmm.
compared to when I came here to now, I am a much worse person. Maybe I do deserve to die a little bit.
Aww.
Yeah. I mean, he has been going
Yeah.
through a whole lot of positive character development. So at least there's that.
We've been trying to get her to see people as sort of part of an ecosystem and hope that helps her bootstrap into
Yeah.
better
Meridian, I think, has
relations.
made probably the most progress with her.
Let
I
me know
think
if I'm
that-
doing a little bit too hard on that, by the way. I can tone that
Oh,
back
I mean,
if you
it's
want to.
Nah, that's fucking
okay.
fine. Meridian's cool. Riker made some really good progress today too, like explaining to
Hell
her
yeah.
why private property isn't necessarily always bad. Like, basically explaining maybe civilization is actually natural. Did you consider that, Mihiro? And that threw her through a fucking loop. Such like
And
that.
I never would have thought to think of it from that
Yeah.
angle.
Like-
Hell yeah, Riker.
Me- Meanwhile, Lashley is just so incredibly beyond despicable right now that it's like, dude, this is just a fucking Batman villain. She's no longer a fucking. There's no more redeeming qualities.
Is there an edit of her with Joker
Oh,
with
okay.
Joker face paint or something? I feel like I've seen that
God,
somewhere.
I would love fucking Joker face paint, Leslie. Holy
jongleur.
shit.
I'm given half the shit that's apparently already happened to Leslie. Why wouldn't someone just fucking make the compound of bleach and just her face off?
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that earlier today. I remember way
The
back
bleach?
before all the Desmond stuff and before Nepsis died
Yeah.
and before all that. You remember way back when Cassidy...
No, if memory
when-
serves,
when
like one of the
Leslie had
origins for
something going on with,
Joker
like,
was
the
that
demon
his
or something
face
like
was
that?
bleached off. That's why.
Yeah.
Crystal stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, that's why I make the reference.
So that was after Desmond. The one that
Wait,
she had
it
a
was?
tattoo with.
Oh,
Yeah, this was
okay.
after Desmond.
Oh no, not the packed one. The one before that. That was like possessing
Cassie,
or something.
say bye
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
that.
voices.
Goodbye, voices.
Bye, voices.
What happened
My
with
voice
that?
is, I'ma
In
drown
character.
like a fish.
Was a whole bunch of mages and paladins worked really hard to hear it. Out of character, I learned that the person orchestrating it wasn't a DM and was trying to do some pretty wild shit. Yeah.
What?
That's why that got
That's why
drawn.
it just suddenly disappeared.